Bird work out on the pads yesterday and get a sweat up in his corner. Rexy Rene and his father, former New Zealand boxing champ, Rene and a former world kickboxing champ. And Smith he's been in there with Nathan Carnage Corbett, who's a six-time world champion in kickboxing, and he certainly doesn't spar lightly. So Bird has had some really strong preparation coming into this bout, and they tell me he hits like a freight train.
Woodstock Honey Fight for Life, a taste of the action if you're watching on Sky Sport. And of course Sky Arena on Channel 38, your home of pay-per-view boxing right here in New Zealand. Great to have the team from Main Event in Australia for the stars of the NRL, like Greg Bird, the Titan, the 28-year-old. He was laughing with Rene Ranger, his opponent yesterday, but as you can see, the game face is on. They know from being professional athletes when to switch on the game face, and he's going to do it right now when he gets into the ring. All the leg boys will be coming out of the red corner, and of course all the boys in blue fighting for rugby coming out of the blue corner. So it's Greg Bird, the Titan, 28 years old, 182.4. He's got a pretty good reach, a very even matchup here between the Aussie from the Gold Coast and the Taniwha.
Would you please put your hands together for Rene Ranger?
And I've got to tell you guys, what I like about this year's Woodstock Honey Fight for Life, he's been training out of the garage in Whangarei. You've got Jared McCracken, who's been working in a backyard shed in Townsville, and the boy from Bayonne, Troy Flavel's been working in basically a shed over in France as well, so we're right back to basics. And listen to the music here. He came in with the weigh-in yesterday. It's very light-hearted. He just wants to sort of lighten the mood here, have a bit of fun with it, you know? Rene Ranger, the Blues winner.
Rene's got the headgear on, but Greg Bird doesn't, so I wonder if they're going to send somebody back to the dressing room and get some headgear for Greg Bird.
I think they've got a choice under the rules tonight, but we'll find out.
And of course they're using the corporate rules there tonight for the Woodstock Honey Fight for Life. Colonel Bob.
The corporate rules, of course, the 10-point must scoring system. There is a standing 8 count. There is a 3 knockdown rule. And a fighter cannot be saved with the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. So it's basically the unified rules of boxing with standing 8 count and a 3 knockdown rule. By the way, that 3 knockdown is in 1 round. In other words, you could be knocked out several times in the fight, but this is 1 round. There's the kind of the tail of the tape for you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. It's brought to you by League and Legends. And now fighting, now fighting in the right corner. Would you please put your hands together? He weighed in at 102.45 kgs.
Interesting, Colonel, both the same height, but Ranger has about a 4 centimetre reach advantage. Interesting to see whether he uses it.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Greg Bird!
Yeah, Bird is a little bit heavy. You mentioned the height's the same. Shorter reach for Bird, so it'll be interesting to see if Ranger can use it.
Blue trunks, weighing in his scalp, 98.8 kgs. He's 26 years old and stands at 1.83 meters.
Plenty of hype here tonight for the Blues. The winger, will he be a good boxing swinger though? That's the big question.
With the Auckland Blues.
Well, we know a few of the brothers up north. They certainly like to engage in a bit of fisticuffs in the backyard, so there'll be a bit of mongrel in there somewhere.
So Ranger wearing the headgear in the blue. All team rugby will be in blue all night.
It's rugby versus league. Lance Rebel, the referee, is about to bring it on so we can start the first battle between the Titan and the Taniwha.
Don't go far, folks.
And don't blink.
Yeah, and don't blink. This is going to be fast and furious. In the red is Greg Bird, and representing Team Rugby, and the blue, of course, is Rene Ranger. So we're set to go. Rene is wearing the headgear. Here's the bell. These are 2-minute rounds, so here we go. It's scheduled for 3 rounds. It starts out fairly slow. Bird goes with a light jab, then he works downstairs. Touches Ranger up to the body. Ranger hasn't opened up yet. Here he comes with his first jab. Now, these guys have been training and being trained by people that are teaching them to box, but I expect that sooner or later they're just going to let it all fly, and they're not going to be a boxing match. That is the And it's from Rene.
Expect the unexpected.
He's got to put his speed on the left hand there, Rene Ranger.
Look at that. Whistles past the head that time. Rene backs off just a little bit. He'll plant here and see if he can unload something.
It's a special right hand. Agricultural, I think they call it.
That's it. Bird with his own right hand. Nice hook. He's got a decent hook. I wonder why he's not wearing the headgear. Yeah, good shot. Remember, they're wearing 16-ounce gloves. And Bird not afraid to be hit at all. Looks a bit awkward the way he throws his hook, but he landed enough of him that time. Rene Ranger comes with a decent jab. Rene right in front of him gets through the gloves of Bird. Bird backing off now as Rene comes forward. Little light shot downstairs. The mouthpiece comes out, and of course Lance Rebel will pick it up and get that mouthpiece back into the mouth of Greg Bird once they clean it off.
And of course, all these guys in league and rugby are used to doing boxing fitness, but it's a different question when you start doing the sparring. Get hit, learn how to not to be panicking when you get hit, then start to avoid it and hit back. So that's exactly what these two guys have just been doing in this first round. It is a settler, but then I think we'll get right into it very soon.
There goes Rene. He's over his soft, and he pulls it right back. Comes Bird to the shoulders. Look at that. Bird, straight right hand, followed by the left. You know, when they hit each other, it ignites the adrenaline. That's the type of athletes these guys are. You bang them and they want to bang back. And that's what we love.
What I do like about Bird is he does have his gloves up high, but he's quite composed under pressure and under the offensive power of Ranger.
You can expect some action after the bell in these fights because it's not a very good bell. It's hard to hear.
Big crowd here tonight at Trust Stadium. Trust you're enjoying it on Sky Sport 1 and of course on Sky Arena. Pound for pound, the home of pay-per-view boxing, and there they are pounding each other. Ranger first in the offensive in the blue for rugby. Greg Bird, the Titan, staying out of trouble, copped an overhand right that time, but as they backed up towards the right, the rugby league star from the NRL out of the Gold Coast. Who won that first round, guys?
I gave it to Rene. I thought that he landed cleaner blows.
Yeah, he landed a nice combination just towards the end. He does tend to throw the handbag right from behind the hip and really whip it over. Be interesting to see whether Bird can come back with a left hook.
Don't forget, if you want to book to this, John Kerwin, the coach of the Blues, very, very happy about the game. If you're going to be back in his Blues man all the way through. If you want to book it, $39.95, Channel 38, 0800 759 758, and switch over to Sky Arena after this battle. If you're watching on Sky Sport 1, it'd be great to have your company. Remember, it is a fight for life, and it is raising money for charity about the Prostate Cancer Foundation.
All right, here we go. Dick down in the blue trunks is Rene Ranger representing rugby in the league. He, of course, is Greg Bird in the red trunks. We thought Ranger might have had a slight advantage in the first round. We'll see how Greg comes up this time. Look at that!
It wouldn't be an Anzac War without a bit of controversy, and we've got it straight away in round two.
I got to say, Lance Rebel, you're an experienced referee. You knew you had the hand on the shoulder there. I can't wait to look at the replay. He should be given some time to recover.
Well, that's kind of what happened when Ortiz fought against Floyd Mayweather Jr. In fact, it's exactly what happened. You got to protect yourself at all times. Bird was relaxed. Rene was kind of being pushed back and told that, I think he was being told the time was out, and he let one fly, and down went Bird. Obviously, they didn't score it as a knockdown.
Rex Redden getting hit, Lance Rebel's attention, arguing with him, which is a good method of actually buying him time as he gets into the referee's ear, watering the mouth guard several times.
Jeff Phoenix now come ringside too, so this is a controversial way to get the main event underway for the fight for life. So there he goes down, then bang!
Well, that was a legitimate knockdown as well, to be fair, off the left hook. His glove touched the ground, and here we go.
And at that stage, Lance hasn't actually got in there and stopped them, had he?
Well, he was moving in into the replay. We'll see it again, I'm sure. But when he actually went down, he didn't rule it as a knockdown. If there had been a punch behind it, he would have. But he called it a slip, and he was coming into...
Interesting call.
Well, they called it an illegal blow, and I disagree with that, but that's what they're saying, that unless Lance made it absolutely clear, but it was simultaneous. When he came in, he was getting back up, and he let the punch go.
Well, there's never been an Australian-New Zealand sporting contest with a bit of underarm tactics every once in a while, you know.
So
Because he throws some heads sick.
So let's recap it. Bird's been down.
Take that, mate.
Ranger loses the point for knocking him down.
Professional referee, it's not a point. It's an illegal one. Of course he knows 2 points. Yeah, he's been ready, but he's not ready yet. 3.
Jeff is saying it should be 2 points. An illegal blow. He's right. It should be 2 points taken off.
I think Jeff Fennick's using his experience there. He's, in a sense, I think he's, shall we say, negotiated and convinced Lance Regal he didn't make the correct call.
Well, Jeff's a 3-time world champion, as you know. He and I were inducted in the Hall of Fame the same night, so I'm very fond of Jeff. I know him very well. But let's go on here.
Rene Ranger, while this is going on, is quietly staying in his corner, and he's not happy about this.
Well, by the way, it's not automatic.
He feels he's being robbed here.
Well, they just announced that they're taking 2 points.
And now, listen, wait for the crowd to get involved.
Well, the crowd's into him now. What this means is that Ranger has to knock him down now to get even in this round.
And all the other guys will be watching this in the shed saying, holy hell, what have I got myself in for? Hey, bring it on.
An interesting fight to get it going. Mass confusion here. We finally got it straight. They called it an illegal blow, which I disagree with. All right, here we go again. Bird in red. He's been down, but he's 2 points ahead in this round anyway.
Interesting to see where the Ranger explodes.
He should. He should try to knock him down again.
And they've also had a chance to gather their breath as well, so... Bang, in the goes.
Big right hand by Ranger. He lets his smiles at him, but he's feeling the power of these shots. And he should have worn headgear.
Yeah, the blues man wants his 2 points back, doesn't he, Kieran Ball?
Yeah, he does, and that's exactly. If he came with an uppercut now, you see the time remaining in the round. Coming forward is Rene Ranger trying to catch up with Bird again. He must drop him to get even in this round. Nice straight hand by Bird.
My thing with Bird is he's waiting a very long time before he throws the shots. When he does, it's effective, but Ranger just pouring it on.
Yeah, Ranger really whacking him right now as Bird has to back off. He really wants to score a knockdown here to get back even in this round. He's not going to get it.
Good basic boxing skills too. Both guys had their gloves up, and even though he couldn't get through, Ranger was prepared to work, bash those gloves away, trying to get through that defence. So what a round 2 for the Woodstock Honey Fight for Life. You wanted excitement, you wanted engagement, and we've got it all.
I gotta say,
League of Legends.
good work by Bird's corner to negotiate extra time.
Oh, they did a great job. There's no question about that.
Makes a difference having a savvy corner sometimes. We'll remember Muhammad Ali's glove and a little bit of extra tape coming off here and there.
Angelo Dundee, the late Angelo Dundee, who passed away about 6 or 8 weeks ago. Those are the types of things that an experienced corner can do. But this is interesting because if Ranger didn't win the first round, I gave it to him 10-9. But if he didn't win the first round, he's behind by 2 points in this fight.
So don't forget, continue watching on Sky Arena, 0800 759 758 39.95. It's a Merry Christmas present. A battle of the rugby boys in blue and the league guys in red. It's Australia versus New Zealand. We've had a controversial start to bout 1. What a beauty. Who's it going to be now, the Taniwha or the Titan?
All right, remember, in the blue is Rene Ranger. In the red is Greg Bird. Bird facing you, Rennie to the right of your screen now. He's popping in. He been in. Oh! Another really good right hand, which snapped the head of Bird. He really needs to drop him to make this thing definitive because, believe it or not, he could be behind in the scorecards, and yet Rene Ranger's had a better fight. Bird really just has to hang in there. He's doing the best he can. Landing some shots now. Because of the headgear, none of those shots were effective.
Rene's angry. The brother's angry, I can tell you that. He's got the scowling look on his face.
Gets the jab through, fanning his Bird with the right hand, then comes to the left. Now he's upstairs with the right hand. Ranger just wants to load up. He almost doesn't mind taking a shot to the head. Watch his right hand. It's going to come. There it is. Left hook. Okay. There goes Rennie Ranger. And he drops it. That's a legitimate knockdown. He'll take the standing 8-pound down.
There's the big one from the blue swinger, and the winger may have done it in the last round.
Well, his corner's screaming at him to breathe, breathe.
Now, they better do more than that. We're running out of time, you know. We're in the third round. But Ranger did exactly what he had to do, knock this guy down. And to make it definitive in the last 41 seconds, he ought to knock him down again if he possibly can. Make it definitive. You never know how the judges may have scored that first round. Blood coming from the nose of Rennie, but Rennie doesn't let that bother him. Oh, left hook again. Uppercut. Battling back is Bird. What a fight this turned out to be. Everything we expected. Knockdowns, cover. He's hurt. Lance can stop this fight if he wants. Look at this. Only can give him the standing 8-count. If it was out of time, that's a huge relief for Bird. That's the Ranger relief.
Well, he did what he had to do. The 8-count in the third and final. Ranger looks like he's done enough to pull the victory.
It all depends on how the judges scored the first round.